I have heard many times from clients and academic reviewers that insignificant results are a sign that the empirical study was executed badly. In this video, I will share my perspective after more than 20 years of data analysis in consulting and academia. Nowadays, one has to stress that this is my experience. Please feel free to disagree, and as always, leave a comment. I have witnessed p-hunting quite a lot in empirical research. If you're unfamiliar with p-values, please have a look at this video on regression analysis. In short, a p-value indicates whether a coefficient of your model is significantly different from zero. This suggests that the variable associated with the coefficient has a partial impact on the dependent variable. One can do a lot to get what you're looking for. It is not uncommon to remove outliers and retest models until p-values indicate significance. But of course, this can be very problematic. If pushed to the extreme, you end up with a self-selected sample of good observations that give a desired effect. But this, of course, will be useless in the context of out-of-sample forecasting. It is useful to start with the objectives of an empirical study. For me, it is about exploring the unknown and finding new insights. It is like being on a treasure hunt, full of excitement. Of course, most of these treasure hunts result in failure. But you still learn something. You know that something does not work, which has value. Sadly, it does not mean that it can be published. It is very common, however, that empirical studies are used to confirm your beliefs. Basically, you use data to justify a decision you already made, or to confirm a theory you like. The main challenge, in my view, is to start an empirical investigation with an open mind, certainly not following an ideology or agenda. Let the data speak and listen. There is a lot of pressure in academia to get published in top-tier journals and to attract research funding. There is a risk that our decision mechanisms, which rely on peer review process, lead to gatekeeping. It is interesting to note that these issues have been well understood, in my view, in consulting. When I had the opportunity to work at McKinsey in 2006 and 2007, my project lead stressed the obligation to dissent. That means that you must speak the truth even if it's upsetting for more experienced consultants on the project. Why do academics do research? Certainly, exploration and finding the truth remain important drivers. However, one cannot ignore the relentless pressure to publish and obtain research funding. So what do you do if your results are insignificant? Well, do not start a p-hunt. In my case, many papers and projects remain unfinished and unpublished. You have to accept a failure rate. In my case, somewhere around 40%, but of course I'm rubbish at it. I also use other forms to communicate research, but these options do not count in terms of career progression. If you are not an academic, why should you care? Well, one has to ask two questions. Who funds research and what should be its purpose? Slowly, academic journals seem to be more willing to publish negative results, which actually has value in my view. Once we know that something does not work, others can use it to plan their own empirical treasure hunt. So, happy hunting! I see you next time.